What is going on, followers? It is your boy TKD123 aka Kevin here, and we got some interesting news that happened this weekend revolving around new PS hardware in the future. Back in 2010, PlayStation unveiled and released the PlayStation Move controllers, a seemingly response to the successful Wii unit. In the same vein as Microsoft's Kinect unit, they both wanted to somehow be able to compete in the control with motion surge in the mid-2000s. And as this year, as the Microsoft Kinect died down officially and they stopped producing them now, we see a different story on PlayStation's side. Instead, they doubled down on the Move technology and even used it as the primary way to use motion controls on the PSVR unit released in 2016. If you are not using the motion controls on the PS4 controller or the head tracking on the headset, you are for sure using the PSVR Move controllers to move your games in PSVR. However, news broke this weekend that unveils that PlayStation and Sony have patented some new technology on a new iteration of a PS Move controller. The patent was filed by Sony Japan earlier this month, depicting a motion controller with analog sticks surrounded by buttons. These buttons are unknown but could fulfill the placement of option, share, or the sacred symbols we've all come accustomed to. Things that have stayed the same from the patent include a wrist strap and triggers on the rear because, you know, don't fix what's not broken. However, another patent from 2017 brings an interesting wrinkle to the fold: finger tracking. The thought of a game being able to track movements beyond granular ones from the arms and hands and be able to make out tiny movements from a person's finger is an incredible thought. If true, this would truly revolutionize and really hone in that true realism that we've all been chasing for in virtual reality. Beyond that point, the patent also discusses the notion of the quote head-mounted display unquote, or the VR headset, which, side note, is totally weird that we just realized that the VR headset is actually just a screen that you wear on your face. I think that's incredibly weird that this just totally brought to light, but beside the point. The patent also discusses the notion that the VR headset could be used to locate and track the controllers the user is holding, possibly through the use of sensors or IR blasters facing each other from under the headset and on the face of the controllers. This could be a huge deal with dealing with issues of Move controllers being desynced to the game due to lack of visibility with the PlayStation camera, an issue I ran into when I first tried PSVR. However, this could also make the space you're allotted while using VR much more expansive, with not needing to be in front of a camera to register hand, arm, or possibly figure movements as well. Now, of course, at the end of the day, this is truly just a patent. Tons of companies file and draw up ideas and patent it to save the technology from others releasing that same idea. It's a way to stick that idea to the board and call dibs on it. It's not unique for a company to file a patent and never produce, let alone use the patent in the future. However, this patent isn't all that outlandish. It seems like a thought out product that could actually hit the market, possibly with the PS5. PlayStation has been very clear that the way they view VR is the exact same way that they view a PS4, another gaming hardware device that's just as important as the others. When looking at E3 2017, Paris Games Week, and even PSX 2017, it is clear that they have been sticking with this notion and there's seemingly no letting up on this mantra. And I feel that Sony and PlayStation will continue to update and make new iterations of PSVR along with the controllers that they have been using. And I feel that they should update these controllers because, let's face it, the PS Move controllers, while good, are nearly a decade old. They're hardware from a past and long gone PlayStation that is somewhat of a relic to look back on, but it is nice to see that these patents could be set to evolving those controllers. All of that on the table, let me know what you all think about these patents here. Do you guys think we'll ever see these come to fruition? Or do you guys like these schematics? Do you like the idea of the updates that they could be making to the PSVR controllers, aka the PS Move controllers? Let me know down in those comments below. And make sure also, while you're down there, to check out our description where you can find our Instagram and our Twitter, where we are popping off, and we'll be posting a lot more frequently on those channels. And if you made it this far in the video, let me know in your comments below how you feel about the word move. Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to keep it locked on PS Follower for all your PlayStation news and entertainment. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep on following.